Hey everybody, Marcos Villegas standing here with Robert Garcia. And Robert, you're known to have a stable fighters, a lot of guys, really well known. My first question is Nonito Donaire. Have you talked to him, and when can we expect him back in the ring?
You know what, I haven't talked to him. Once my fighters fight, I let them enjoy their families. You know, he has a newborn, so he's very happy with his baby. But I talked to Cameron Duncan, and he says that sometime in May, Nonito will be back.
Who would you like to see him in there with? Who do you think should test him at this point?
Well, you know, if Nonito wants to fight at featherweight, there's a lot of fights out there, you know, especially with Top Rank. Top Rank has pretty much all the champions at featherweight, and there's a lot of interesting fights. So, it's up to Cameron Duncan and Bob Arum, Nonito Donaire himself to work it out. But whoever it is, I'll get him ready, and we'll perform.
Now, another one of your fighters, the one that probably scored the biggest upset of 2013, Maidana, they're talking rematch with Adrian Broner. One, were you surprised that Broner wanted an immediate rematch? And two, how do you honestly feel about having another rematch with a guy like Broner?
Well, it's a fight that if that's all we have to do, we're gonna do it. That's not our first choice. We thought that by beating Broner and doing it the way we did, we definitely earned the shot at Mayweather. For whatever reason it looks like they're gonna go with Amir Khan, and we're gonna have to wait. And we can't wait until September, because then what if he changes his mind and he wants to fight somebody else? So we have to fight, and Broner is the fighter calling for the rematch. I've read that Richard Schaefer is saying that he already has a couple of dates to put that fight together. So it's just about negotiating the fight with Sebastian Contursi, who is Maidana's manager, and getting ready.
What has Marco said about that?
Marcos is not very happy with that. He feels that they're not giving him a fair shake. He thinks that he doesn't need to fight Broner. Broner needs to fight somebody else before he gets another shot. He feels that he deserves to fight Mayweather, but it is what it is. He knows that this is also a business, and we're gonna have to do and fight maybe Broner again, and we'll get ready. I think it might be too soon for Broner, for him to be calling out Maidana again, but it also tells us that he might be a harder fight, because he probably knows that he made a lot of mistakes and won't make them in this second fight. So it's an interesting fight. It's a fight that we'll definitely take if we have to, but if it was our choice and if it was Maidana's choice, it would definitely be against Mayweather.
Speaking of Brandon Rios now, how's he been since coming back from China? How are his spirits, and how soon do you want to see him back in the ring?
He's been coming in and out of the gym almost every day. He shows up and just hangs around. He's been running in the morning. He wants to fight. He wants to fight. He'll probably be fighting sometime in May. Also, I've been talking to Cameron Duncan, and he wants to fight in May. We don't know who. I guess we're also waiting to see what Manny Pacquiao decides to fight. If he wants to fight Timothy Bradley, then I guess Provanica might be available. And if Manny decides to fight Provanica, then we might end up fighting Timmy. I don't know. We're at a stage where Brandon, we can't go. Brandon doesn't want to go back and pick his opponents and start off like that. Brandon wants to fight the best out there. Brandon, I'm sure you guys have heard, on Twitter, he's going around saying that he wants to fight Provanica. That's what Brandon wants. Brandon wants the big fights, and he doesn't want to waste any time starting again. He's at a level where he deserves those big fights also. So I guess it's all up to Manny Pacquiao, whatever he decides. If it's Bradley, then we might get Provanica.
It sucks waiting on these guys, huh?
It is, but you know what? But we gotta understand that they are the ones that call the shots, and they are the ones that makes those decisions, and that's the way boxing is. That's the way people were when Oscar De La Hoya was fighting, Trinidad was fighting, Tyson was fighting. Everybody was waiting. Let's see who he picks. Hopefully, he picks me. And if he doesn't pick me, then we have to look. That's the way boxing runs. And hopefully, what we're looking is that hopefully one day one of our fighters is in that position where we call the shots, and it'd be awesome. It'd be awesome to be there in that position, and hopefully one day we are with one of our fighters.
Might be with the guy right behind us, jumping right now.
Mikey looks like he's going that direction, and that's what everybody expects. But myself as a boxer, I know that boxing is full of surprises, man, and we can't think like that, because anything could happen in this sport, and we're ready for whatever happens in boxing. It could be in our next fight, it could be 2 fights from now. Nobody knows. Boxing is full of surprises, and we got to take it fight by fight.
Robert, it's always good seeing you. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Here with Robert Garcia, Marcos Villegas for the Boxing Channel.